Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Leslie and today I have another tutorial for you. It is a beginning of the school year. This can be for teachers, this can be for the students themselves, whoever, but this one's a real simple one. You're going to take a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. This can be any color you want. I'm choosing yellow. And you're going to cut it at 8 inches. So you're just taking that extra ½ inch off the side. You're then going to cut it at 4½ inches. This is another paper project that I got from Positively Paper Craft, because I have all of these paper books now. What do I do? So this is what we do. School year's starting up, so we're going to make some gifts. So you can get 2 of these out of 1 piece of cardstock. I need 4, so I'm going to make 1 more. Again, you cut the 8.5 inch side at 8. Then you cut it to 4.5. And now I have 4 pieces of paper. Then you are going to take a piece of craft paper, or just some sort of cardstock that has this tannish type of color, I guess we'll say, and you are going to cut it at 1 inch by 4 inches, and I am going to need 4 of those. So I'm going to cut 1 inch off this way. And then I'm going to cut it at 4 inches. Okay, and I just need to do that one more time. Cut it at 1 inch. Then cut it at 4 inches. Cut it at 4 inches. And there we have it. Then grab your scoring board and score the yellow on the short side, this 4.5 inch side. You're going to score that at 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, and 4 inch. 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch. I'm going to do that with all 4 of my pieces. Okay, I'll be back when I finish. All right, once we have done all 4 that way, we want to score 1 inch from the bottom on the 8-inch side. You can either score down here at 1 inch, or you can score up here at 1 inch in. You just want to do 1 inch on one of those ends. Okay, now I want you to take all of your cardstock and just fold it along those creases. Okay, I'm going to do that to all 4 pieces and I'll be back. All right, the next step we're going to do is take our 1 by 4 inch and put it along these 3 lines, not on this shorter end, but you want it to be here, and you want to come down maybe 2/8 of an inch is what was instructed by Positively Paper Crafts. I just can't. I cannot sit and measure and be that OCD about it. I'm just gonna paste it down and call it a day. So we'll do the first one together. Can you tell what I'm making yet? Do you know? If you do, don't spoil it. If you know what I'm making, put a star in the comments below. Okay, we're going to say that's good. Then I'm going to cut this sliver off to make it even with the other part, because we have to be OCD on that part. Okay, I'm going to do this on all 4 of them and I'll be right back. Alright, so the next thing you want to do after you have glued on all of those brown pieces, not covering this small flap, you want to mark, you know that from each end to the score line, each of these score lines is 1 inch apart. You want to mark 1/2 an inch in between each of those score marks. So, I'm going to line it up and 1/2 an inch, 1/2 an inch, 1/2 an inch, 1/2 an inch. Okay? Alright, so once you have found your 1/2 marks, you're going to turn it towards yourself and then just take it and cut from that score mark at an angle down to the bottom of this crumb cake, that's the color she's using, or used in her tutorial. I want to bend these first. I believe she did that. I remember she just kept calling it crumb cake, and I was like, what kind of fabulousness is that? All right, so the next thing you want to do, cut from there to the bottom, cut from there to that score. Okay? I'm going to do that on every 1/2 inch mark. Ugh, I went a little too far on that one, got a little too happy. I think I would have done better, and I might do it on the next one, to have drawn lines. But for first attempt, you know me, I don't want to come on as an expert. I want to learn with you. Oh, if I don't stop cutting too far. Okay. So all of these pieces should be cut to where they come out. And you can just erase your little marks. Okay. All right, so I don't need this end piece, so I'm just going to cut that away. Can you guess what we have? We have a little pencil box. It's so cute. All right, here we go. We're going to try and add this. It doesn't look exactly straight, but it is what it is, and we're just going to go for it. Didn't hold these two down, but that's okay. We can get them on there. There we go. And so, Janika will have her little... All right, now that I have all 4 of my pencils made, we need to work on the bottom. So we are going to cut up this score line and cut this small tab completely away. Whether either side it's on, it doesn't matter. Then we want to just cut up these score lines. And then just cut a small sliver out, just where we're taking that score line out, and just making a little bit of a gap so that it will fold over nicely. Okay, and so that's what it should look like. All right, so slight battery diage. I'm going to take you through folding one of them. Again, sorry, I'm concentrating. Okay, so that one is folded, and I've decided not to do the points together because it's too messy and it just doesn't work. So then, what I do is I take this, and put one strand there, one strand on the other side, then on the inside I do the opposite tabs. So we're going to do that one and that one. And that way, when I fold it, everything sticks together perfectly. Then we just flatten out these because sometimes I press too hard. But aren't they the cutest? 3 of the 4 pins that I'm giving them and sliding them down in there. I guess I could put 4. And doing it like that, and then just giving them a highlighter. Alright guys, that's it for this tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and if you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up. Also, if you are a subscriber, be sure to put down in the comments what state you're from so we can fill in our map. Alright guys, thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.